want to hop on real quick to say that if you are right now in active sugar addiction, so that means if you are eating sugar, wishing you hadn't eaten sugar, promising that you wouldn't eat sugar again, if you are being controlled by what you are eating, you are not living life. I used to be controlled by sugar. I was controlled by eating sugar, by recovering from eating sugar, by feeling the remorse, the guilt, the effects of it, just the weight gain and the worsening blood results and the cognitive, the brain fog and the identity. My identity was just being destroyed because I was a 40-something-year-old woman eating candy out of my purse at my kids' practices. I could not stop eating what was making me sick and heavy. It was stealing my joy and my peace. That was me living in sugar addiction. And I just want to say that if you are there right now, if that is where you are, I want to tell you there is hope. If I can do it, you can do it. And I just want to tell you also that it's just really urgent. It's really urgent that you get off that train. Addiction doesn't get less strong. You don't suddenly feel like, "Oh, I've got a handle on this." It actually gets worse and worse and worse. Addiction is progressive. And so when I was okay eating, you know, some Oreos and a milkshake, pretty soon I needed 3 times that amount. If my addiction became, my tolerance increased and my addiction became stronger and stronger and stronger. And I just look back and I think that was hell. That was hell to live that way, to have to eat a thing. That's what we're talking about. Addiction is having to eat a thing. And I'm just telling you, if you are on that addiction roller coaster, if you are yo-yo dieting back and forth, being okay for a month and then back to eating it for a month, and then if you're on that, you are not living. Let me tell you, from someone who has done both ways, from someone who has lived in addiction and from someone who is living in recovery, there is no comparison between the peace, the joy, the waking up in the morning, the having this strong identity of being someone who does what she says she's going to do, of living in recovery, of the mental obsession just going away. I'm not thinking about food. I'm not thinking about how to, hide the effects of the food that I'm eating. I'm not thinking about what I ate last night and how am I going to not eat that again today. And I'm not waking up with a sugar hangover. I'm having clarity of mind, clarity of thought. I'm remembering things. I have the ability, the presence of mind to be with the ones that I love. I have the presence of mind to live my life. I'm able to observe my life. I'm able to feel the highs and the lows. I'm able to feel my life. Addiction just blunts and numbs. It really does. It numbs the good things and it numbs the bad things. If you are sharing time and energy in your day with something that you have to eat, that is addiction and it is stealing from you. It is stealing your life. You're missing out on life. You're missing out on life. It's dramatic, isn't it? It sounds really dramatic. I only know it because I was in it. I was missing out on life. I picture it this way. I picture being in a dark forest. It's not fun to be in a dark forest. We make the best of it. We're in the dark forest. We have our flashlights. Some days are better than others in the dark forest. But ladies, on the outside of that forest, there is a field. And I want to cry talking about this. There is a field and it's bright and it's airy and the sun is shining and there's other people who have made it out of the forest and they're like, wow, isn't this amazing? Thank God we made it out of the forest. When you come out of active addiction, the forest is behind you. The field is in front of you. That is what God wants for you. Life. He wants life for you. He wants you to be able to experience life. So I just want to encourage you. I'm much more teary-eyed than I thought I would be because I'm just thinking about how I used to be stuck in that dark forest. And I'm thinking about how many people still are. And I'm thinking about the field the beautiful, sunny, airy field where the flowers are blooming. And it's just so incredible. And that's where we want to be. That's where we need to be. And sometimes we don't even know it's there. So I'm telling you, it's there. It is there. And I want you to be here with me. So many people have gotten out of those woods. I want you to get out of those woods too. It is so much better than you can ever imagine out of the dark forest of addiction. Please, please, please join me.